The attention has been principally on students by the media and by the public, but Nigeria and the instructions received by our ministers is that no Nigerian, irrespective of status, must be left behind.
The Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, Dr. Nasiru Sani Gwazo, has appealed to Nigerians, the students in Sudan, parents and relatives of those that are expected to be evacuated to remain calm and avoid negative discussion and publicity, which can be very harmful as there are limits to what the government officials are doing due to the security and implication of lives of those in Sudan. Dr. Sani Gwazo revealed this during a World Press Conference on situation of Nigerians in Sudan that are to be evacuated. Speaking at the briefing, Dr. Gwazo disclosed that 5,500 Nigerians, who are mostly students, had to be evacuated from Sudan, as 637 were moved out of Khartoum, but Egypt authority are yet to clear them.
It is on record that we have an estimated number of 5,500 Nigerians, including a majority of students, that need to be evacuated from Sudan. And most of them need to be evacuated from a particular spot, and that is Khartoum. We have other locations where universities, Nigerian students are in various universities across that country. So it's not just Khartoum, but the one that is receiving attention is Khartoum. The attention has been principally on students by the media and by the public, but Nigeria and the instructions received by our ministers is that no Nigerian, irrespective of status, must be left behind. And you remember at the very first meeting we had of this committee, we all pledged ourselves to do everything we can to bring in back every Nigerian that needs to be brought back home. On our record, we have an estimated 5,500. So far, we have been able to move 637 out of Khartoum directly by the federal government to the port of Aswan or its axis in various locations and that place. We have people that have arrived the border of Sudan called Wadi Halfa. We have people that have arrived Arkin, and the Nigerian embassy in Cairo, in Egypt, has made arrangements to receive this 637, out of which they were able to clear 420. But the Egyptian authorities have not so far cleared them to move into Egypt. The reason is the border arrangements in those locations are different from the usual border arrangements we are used to in West Africa. You need a visa, you need to pay a fee to exit a country, and you need to pay a fee to enter a new country. What the Sudanese border is asking Nigerians to pay is equivalent to $8 for exit, and equivalent for the Egyptian government is asking per evacuated citizens is $25. It's not the money that matters, it's the permission. It is sad to note that so far it's been 3 days. All the Nigerians at that border have not been cleared yet, for reasons best known to the Egyptian government. We are tracking every Nigerian that is in those locations. We are aware of the pains and the difficulties that people are facing. However, we are appealing to the public, especially those directly involved, the students and the Nigerians that are in Khartoum trying to be evacuated, and the parents and relatives of those Nigerians that are trying to be evacuated, to remain calm and exercise patience. some negative discussions, some negative publicity can be very harmful. And there is a limit to what we can say we are doing, because some of it borders on security. Some of it borders on even heavier implications. And that is why we are very mindful of what to say and how to say it. But we know wherever they are. We know the categories of people that are in various locations. And believe me, it's not just the border of Egypt, Nigeria. We have people that have arrived in towns across. We track them. We speak with them. We speak with the local leadership. I will give you examples of states that we have spoken with our people that are in those locations. We have people in Madani, which is several kilometers away from Khartoum. We have people in Gadaref. We have people in Gonda, across in Ethiopia, that have crossed to go to Ethiopia. We are tracking them and making sure they are safe. We have people that have crossed to Saudi Arabia through the Port Sudan. Right now, we have a number that is building up in Jeddah that we have been able to support to reach there, or the governments or other bilateral governments have helped us to ship them into their countries. We have received very good support, and we want to use this opportunity to appreciate the government of Saudi Arabia for taking the pains to carry Nigerians in their ships into their country and alerting us to come and take them from there. We appreciate them. We also appreciate the government of Ethiopia for allowing Nigerians that have crossed to gain access and go through to Addis Ababa, where some of them are being sent back home.